Welcome to B3 Unplugged. I'm your host, with Millie said, and today we are so excited to have Miss Stacee aboard. How are you?
Fine.
Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. She is with Big Nino Productions down here in Atlanta.
Yes.
So, Miss Stacee, can you tell us about any upcoming projects or any movies that you have started already?
Projects of my own I've started was The Cleanup is the one that's coming out in about 2 weeks.
All right.
About 2 weeks. At Terra Theater.
Okay.
And I also have another project that is in post production. It's called Major Heist.
Oh, now that sound deep right there.
Yeah.
I think I need a movie role, y'all.
Come on.
So Major Heist. Okay, so with your first, is this the first movie?
The Cleanup.
The Cleanup.
Yes. The Cleanup
Okay.
is my first movie off of Big Nino Production.
Okay, so how long did it take to produce this? Differently. He played too much already.
So, it took a little time because we had a few little hiccups, but we'll say about a year and a half, maybe 2.
Ain't no wrong with that.
It's
You
not.
know what?
It's not.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It really isn't. The only reason why it seemed like it's long to others is because they're used to people putting out movies back to back. Which to me, that's it. There you go. Quantity over quality.
Basically, what me and you talked about.
Yes.
Okay, so that makes a difference.
Yes.
Okay.
So I ain't mad at
I
it.
know. Yeah, because guess what? It's gonna be successful. You know, because anything that you produce, it takes time, and if you want anything to come out good, you don't want it to be quick.
Exactly.
So, Mr. Brand over here with the giggles. What was your role in the movie?
So my role in The Cleanup was the director. Stacee and I, we're friends in our personal life.
Okay.
But she reached out and told me that she was doing her first film, and she wanted me to come aboard. And so I came on as the director and kind of helped with casting and producing with her. So it's been a great project. I'm super excited about it, and the entire thing came together way better than expected, regardless of all the hiccups.
Yep.
Okay. So do you think you learned from the hiccups?
So much. I learned a lot, and it prepared me for the next movie that I did, which was Major Heist. It really opened a lot when I went into the next one. So yeah, it did.
Oh wow! So when it came to casting, of course, your leading role. How important was that for you to make sure this person can produce what you looking for?
It's very important. That's why we have those casting calls. And we sit, me and Brandon, we sat through those auditions, sub-tapes, and baby,
Took a while.
Yes,
how did
Greatness take a while, baby.
How did you come about getting him right here, Mr. Devon over here? Like he was the lead in it, correct?
He's one of
he's
okay. So, Mr. Devon, tell me about your role.
Well, you know.
Here he goes.
No, so how I got my role, I think I had just finished the movie 3. And I think it was a little traction kicked off on Facebook. And everybody was like, who's this dude? Who's this guy? And then Stacee actually reached out first, and then Brandon followed up with it because I don't think I had gotten back to Stacee at the time. And
sounds right.
Yeah. I'm a busy man. What y'all want me to do?
Sounds right.
No judgment. So when he reached out to me about the role, I don't think I auditioned. I think he was just like,
you skipped
I'm
audition?
interested. Yeah,
Oh, God.
Everybody,
He put us on the chopping block right now.
Everybody ain't got it like
chopping
that.
block.
You know what I'm saying?
Why did you say that here with
Wait a
us?
minute.
Why did you have to say this here with us?
Let me clear it
Skip
up.
the audition.
So,
Go ahead, Miss Stacee.
Okay, so initially, I saw Devon for a different role at the time, and that's thanks to Brandon.
Okay.
Brandon actually brought his attention to me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? I want him for this role because what was it? Was we doing we was doing a Zoom call for a table read. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, no, I want him to play Lucky.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My bodyguard, because look at him. You know what I'm saying?
He's a good bodyguard.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't, again, being asked to play the bodyguard of the role was actually dope because I haven't played a bodyguard role before. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm normally either a military police officer or some superhero body. So, again, being asked to play the bodyguard, I kind of wanted to take my Kevin Costner to a whole nother level.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? And I embodied it a little bit.
Did.
You know what I'm saying? I did my thing.
You
know
did.
What I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but the role was a lot different. I appreciated the offer to play the role for sure. Mm-hmm. So I know when they finally see the work, they're gonna be like, this dude might be a little crazy, and I'm okay with that.
So Mr. Brandon, you seen something that Miss Stacee couldn't see at the time, right? Which you was just like, okay, let's get him to do this.
So I met Devon actually at I was filming a pilot for another show, and I met him, and I was just like, oh, I really like this guy. And so the movie cast that was coming, so when I met him, he just had like a good spirit, really humble guy, and I went back and told Stacee about him. I was just like, I met this guy. I was like, this is Instagram. I was like, I think he would be good for a role in a movie. I was like, he looked good, he's tall. You know, woo,
right.
woo. And she's like, oh, yeah, I agree. And then so we just kind of he started having some more things to start come around the same time. We were looking so we could kind of see his work. And then I was just like, and then when he read for it, he was just like, oh, no, I know exactly what I want if I want for Lucky. So it was, so, you know, he did his part. So, you know, he may have said, oh, he didn't officially audition. He was auditioning.
I was auditioning.
But he definitely,
but he
he was working for the role because we were filming. And I looked up, and we were in the middle of the shot, and I said, is he picking her up? Is he carrying her? You know, so it just, it kind of just, he just brought something to the film that was unexpected, and I thought it was really good. Yeah, it was great. I love seeing him in that role, actually.
I mean, it was a role that I really wanted to, and again, I think the last time I was here, we talked about how I research and do a lot of homework on my characters. Yeah. So to be asked to play the bodyguard of the kingpin, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, you took that serious.
I took it serious. I was like, you know what I'm saying? You know how I get down. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna do a movie, we're gonna do a movie.
Right.
Yeah. I don't believe in shortcomings when it comes to filming anything. So, you know, if I gotta scrape my knee, bust my elbows, bust my lip, I'm gonna get it done regardless because the film got to be made regardless. The wounds will heal.
Right.
But the movie got to be made.
Right. So, Miss Stacee, for as budgeting. So I know, like, I'm just honestly speak on behalf of me. Like, you know, I was telling you about a movie I wanted to do, and then I was just like, that money, like, you know, how did you manage to, you know, cover the finances for your movie? Because I know I'm a film student, and I know some other people that's in the film game that's wanting to do this. How can they budget to make their first movie?
My advice would be to over budget yourself, meaning like set a budget, but also put this to the side because you ain't gonna never do your budget. Is what I've learned.
Did you go over budget?
Both films, I went over budget.
But guess what? It's gonna come back double.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
It's gonna come back double, honey.
God willing.
Yeah, it will. But all right, Forrest. So the movie, I know you got a movie premiere coming out, correct? And that's September the 30th.
Yes.
Okay, so tell everybody where they can go and get a ticket. Like, y'all need to get these tickets ASAP. So let them know.
Eventbrite. You can go up there and it'll be the tickets for the cleanup, of course.
Okay, so is the link on your social media?
It is. It's in my link. Is it in yours?
It's in mine too. Yeah.
It's in y'all link?
Yeah, it's in
Y'all
my
give me the link.
He's slipping.
I ain't been slipping. Nobody give me the link.
Okay, Devon has the link. I sent it to him directly.
Well, he's gonna make sure he posts it.
I'm gonna post it on
He's
the
gonna make sure he posts it.
But I will say that Devon is very supportive though, so I ain't worried about him. Once he see it, he'll chime in. So.
One thing about it is, again, when they came to me, it was, again, they didn't know me from Adam. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I meet people that are in the same industry with good spirit, good space. They want to do get to the next level of what they want to do. I'm going to be there either way.
Right.
So there's been times Brandon or Stacee have hit me and be like, hey, can you, and whatever you need, I'm here.
Right.
That's true.
So there's never going to be a time where any director I've worked with, no matter what platform or what level I get to, they're never going to be able to call me and be like, hey, can you come? Yeah, I'm going to be on my way.
Can we save that clip?
No.
I want to hold them to that. Okay. Somebody put a pin in this.
Yeah, look, I would definitely thumbnail it for you.
Definitely coming back to that one.
So did you play a role in the movie?
I did.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. So you played a role. So, okay. Forrest, now this where I wanted some understanding. All right, you played in the movie. Is there certain scenes that you had to say, cut, hold up, no, I want this way, or did you let Mr. Brandon take charge and direct it?
I wanted Brandon to take charge when it came to directing.
Okay.
Only because I try to make sure I play like a lead in my movies. That's my thing. That's what I want to do, is play one of the leads in the movie. So yes, I let Brandon do his thing.
Okay.
If it's something I didn't like, of course we play it through, and then next take
do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. So what was your role?
I'm the kingpin.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you the dope girl.
I am.
Ooh, I can see you doing that. I can see it, like, especially if he's your bodyguard.
Yes, I played my role.
I already
pretty
know
well,
this finna be crazy.
I had people believing that I
They
was
did
really,
so good.
really mean. We was on a different set, and one of the guys that helped edit the movie, the trailer, he was like, I expected for you to come in here just being I don't know if I can cuss, but he was like, I was expecting for you to be a bitch.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, but you ain't here, you all smiling, giggling, and laughing. I was like,
They was like, is you the queen or what? Because I know they were probably expecting what's the other movie where Eva played, and she's kind of like the queen of
Queen's Men.
Yeah, they probably expecting you to come in rough like that.
Yeah.
But you know what? You had to put your cap on and be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna be. And oh my God, I'm excited. I'm ready to see it now.
Yes.
Oh,
You gonna be there?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm coming. Look, I got my husband got the cash now. I'm gonna meet you today. So we definitely gonna be in the building because I've been watching ever since I think you posted him. And posted Devon, and I was just like, let me see who this is, because every time he do something, he doing something crazy.
Right,
so I was just like, okay, who's Big Nino? And I ain't gonna lie, the first time I said, what dude is this coming on the map in Atlanta? Because, that's something like Big Nino. It's like big swole guy, So I was just like, what big nigga is this? But then when he's a soft, beautiful woman, like, I said, oh, shit. Okay, so let me get on board and see, because like I said, I'm a film student and I feel like I can learn a lot, because like you said, it's a lot of gatekeeping. You remember we talked about? You said it's a lot of gatekeeping, which it is.
It is.
Especially it's bad in Atlanta.
Very bad.
So and I would love to work. Ooh, I want to work with you now.
Come on.
But I don't want to start any controversy on your show, but
go ahead.
You have to gatekeep a little bit.
Why?
It's just like certain things. When I tell you,
even if they good people,
I just feel like when it's good people, when you find good people, that's just like
okay.
And that's the one thing about like working in your passion, right? You decide who you want to work with.
Right? Yeah,
I don't want to work with everybody. Once I meet people that I like and who I know I can count on, they show up, they're dependable. I want to work with the same people. Gotcha. So it's not that I don't want to give other people opportunities. I want to work with the people that I want to work with.
Right.
And because I'm in a leadership position that I can do that, I decide who I want to work with. And so people can call that gatekeeping all they want to, but I'm going to work with who I want to work with. I have to go to a job or a 9 to 5 where I don't get to choose who I work with.
Yeah,
so when it comes to what I'm doing, I'm going to decide who gets to be a part of my inner circle. Yeah. And so so that's why I said it's a little bit, I can understand why people would say that, because people have said that. No, I'm going to choose people who can do the job. Plain and simple. Right. It's not
ain't you right?
It's not up for discussion. Yeah.
Time is
absolutely.
money.
It's
You
not
right
up for
about
discussion.
that.
And even on to a flip side of that, it's like even as an actor, you have to be willing to say no sometimes, because every role that you take is not worth a role that you have to take.
That is so true.
A lot of the actors in the industry will take a role to make a name.
Okay.
And then it can be a movie that'll destroy your name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of the times you can say yes, and then a lot of times you can say no. I mean, Brandon can tell you from experience. He's hit me before, and I'm like, nah, I can't take that.
Yeah.
But it's never been any ill feelings towards
No, it
that
doesn't change the relationship at all.
Because a lot of people will take that and be like, oh, well, he don't want to work with me. Oh, well, forget it then, and it's never that. It's never been that energy here. So again, it didn't matter what level of role I've taken working with Stacee or Brandon. I'm gonna be there regardless if the role makes sense for me. Because a lot of the times, like I said last show, we had a lot of movie roles get placed on people that they don't necessarily need.
Right.
So again, it's about fitting what the necessity is and staying in your lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
that part.
also just remembering that every role doesn't have to be said yes to.
Of course.
So that's key tips for any actors watching this. Y'all don't have to take every role.
And same go for actors.
Yep.
We don't have to work with everybody just
Right.
because you want to work with us. I'm sorry. It sounds bad, but
I want to
just the facts.
piggyback off of what he was saying, the gatekeeping, because it is pros and cons to that.
Yeah.
Of course, he had all the good things to say about it when it comes to working with people who are reliable and all that stuff, but it's cons to that because everybody don't want to see this person every time.
Yes.
That part.
You know, so it's good to switch it up. But sometimes when you're working with people and you gatekeeping, you keeping them there at a certain level. Then when this role come up and they want it, oh well, I can't put you in this right now. Now they feel entitled.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
So I have people walking around mad at me. That's
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. There are people walking around mad at me because, and they are saying that I'm a gatekeeper because I don't call them for every role. It does not work like that. If you don't fit the role, because I do casting too, so I do a lot of casting lately, which I don't claim the title of casting director. I'm just a director. However, I've always cast my own. Yeah, I can see like with my eyes closed. So normally I cast, especially my own leads, I cast my own talent. And so I have, now that I've been in the casting position to cast, there are people who have this combative, envious, nasty spirit towards me because and it's all work related. And what they don't realize also casting, because everything that I cast, I'm not directing. It may not be my project. Right. The director has the last say. The casting don't have the last say. We don't get to decide who's in somebody else's film. We're hired to bring the people. They decide who they want. Right. And so I think that's what
a lot of people get messed up.
I get it messed up. It's like, no, it had nothing to do with me. If it was up to me, I'll give all of y'all the opportunity. Because I've got, I'm trying to be open and get more new faces. And because I feel like that allows you to expand. So I've been doing that. But I can't work with everybody. It's impossible for one. But I would if I could. Yeah. So but it's never personal. It's never personal. However, if I need a 6'5" attractive man, or a tall, dark woman,
that role
you get what I'm saying?
Like
I'm not even gonna look past. I'm gonna literally call the people I know first.
Right, that part.
It just works.
And they won't let you down too. On top of that,
I'm the token attractive guy. So.
Oh my goodness! Look, Miss Stacee, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Were you self-taught? Or did you go to school for this?
As far as the acting?
No, as far as producing. Like I said, I'm in school, so did you have to go to school? Or is this something that you learned, you did it as you go?
I learned this over time. Just watching, being on Brandon sets or just being on people that, I've worked with in their sets. I want to credit, of course I'm crediting Brandon, but I want to credit Nelson J. Davis. I don't know if y'all know who that is.
Hey, Nelson.
But
no,
I go to him a lot. He has taught me a lot.
Is he a film producer?
He is.
Okay.
He got a few. They call him Mr. Tubi.
Yeah.
I was one.
I take that back. Now that you say that. Now that my teacher did mention that name. Okay. All right. So you got a chance to work with him?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But he was he's my voice. Whenever, of course, when I can't go to Brandon, let me tell you, Brandon comes first. That's my guy.
That's your go-to.
So, but he Nelson has helped out a lot as well. So,
okay,
just self-taught, just watching them, asking questions, learning behind the scenes.
Oh wow! So in the future, where do you see yourself going?
Ooh, to the top.
Look, hand clap to that.
And the thing is, because I'm a woman doing this, and sometimes it's harder, just from what I've experienced, it's harder being a woman doing this. So I applaud
Yeah.
Nina Stacks or what's her
Nina.
name in Detroit? Lisa. I forgot her last name.
I know her by author.
Yeah, author
the
Lisa.
Producer.
I admire them because they are black women that's doing this.
Right.
And it ain't easy.
It ain't.
And then you look at them
and
and you like,
easy.
they act like they just
Speller,
beat, but I get why.
Why?
I get
right.
why.
As long as you know why.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm excited. Like I don't know, y'all got me just
I
cheesing.
mean, I'm in the film, but I'm still excited to see it. You know,
Really?
And again, to piggyback off what Stacee was saying, you know, I give credit to a lot of the female directors, actors. No shade, Brandon. You good. You a dude, but you good. But for those female artists, actors, directors, I give a lot of credit too, because it's already hard in the world that we live in, right? But also give credit to them being able to see outside the box, because again, I came into the acting world with no experience. I was just background talent, watched a lot of TV, and then here we are. But for them to look past that, well, he's a big muscle bound guy. Can he spit lines? Can how the line's going to produce? How are they going to come out? And Nina and Stacee were the first two female, directors, actors, or team to give me a shot in the industry of acting. When a lot of male directors were kind of looking at me like, "Oh, we're going to put you in a role, but we're going to kill you in these roles." You know what I'm saying? And that's, to me, is like, that's not, the area I'm trying to live in.
Right.
Or you'll get typecasted by a lot of male directors where they'll give you just a certain base role. Like, oh, we'll give you a couple of lines, then you'll die in the end of the movie. And I ain't going to call out a director that didn't try to do me like that, but it's a real thing. Where, especially when you're coming, when you hit a role, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, if the the role or the movie takes off more traction than they did, they're going to try to pull you in and, well, I'm going to use your face to help me get some boost there, and boom, I'm going to kill you.
Wow, that's
and
crazy.
then it happened, so, and I turned that role down because I was like, nah, I can't go from a number one lead role to dying in the very next movie. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
So again, a lot of the women directors that I've come across that have given me shots, I applaud them for even seeing past the muscle bound look, and it's well appreciated. So
got you. So Miss Stacee, I know if you would count, just say a few years back, it was hard to get in the game. Do you think it's easier now that it's more creative people out here, especially in Atlanta, Georgia? Do you think it's easy to like get your movie started and just put it out there now versus how it used to, you gotta, oh, you're not fit, you're not a good fit. Now that you're in your own lane, do you think it's good? You like it?
As a film producer or actress? I do both.
I'm strictly a film producer with you right now.
Okay. Is it hard? It's not hard now, but I can imagine it probably was a little harder back then. But it's not hard, especially when you have a team of people behind you.
Right.
That experience, what it's like to be a film producer and know what to do and all that stuff. So lucky for me, I have people I can go to ask this question, ask that question, to make it easier on my part.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I know you said you was a mother. How many kids do you have?
I have two. 117 and 114.
Oh, you ain't got no babies. I thought you had babies.
They're my babies.
Well, yeah. But like smaller children. But okay, so how do you manage to do your film and be a mom? Like how? Tell me how you juggle that. Like, cause I know filming, it takes a lot of your time. Especially when you start filming, you might be gone 12 hours, or how do you manage that?
So a lot of times I use the word sacrifice. Well, I've been using it a lot lately. You have to sacrifice your time that you have with your kids to be able to do what you dream of doing. Right. Your goals and all this and that. you have to sacrifice that time. But sometimes I had to bring them kids on set. You know?
Oh, really?
But
Do you?
but yes.
Okay.
And other times my kids understand what I'm doing.
Right.
They are very supportive.
That's good.
They help me in ways that, I can only appreciate. So
That's good because a lot of these kids, this generation different. They be like, I don't want to go, but because I'm a mother too, and like now I'm gonna have to DoorDash y'all. I gotta go do
Yep.
this.
Been
And
a
like
lot
I
of them
tell them,
nights.
I be like, hey, when the time comes and it pays off, trust and believe you gonna appreciate it.
Yep.
So I'm just at awe because I don't meet too many females like you say that's doing this now.
Really?
And yeah, I haven't, and it's just amazing to me because a lot of us give up things, to take care of our families.
Most of the time it's us.
Yeah,
women
it's us.
that
Yeah,
have to do that.
and like now, I feel like I'm reliving something that I wanted to do 20 years ago. Like my oldest, the twins, they be 20.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, Lee, I got to start all over, because I wanted to do this years ago, but it just wasn't the right time.
Well, I would say when I first was doing this, I was hesitant. It took this man right here. Just do it.
Why was you hesitant?
I don't know. Just kind of like just getting out there and you want things to be perfect.
Right.
Perfect time and all this and that. But it's never a perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
So
That part,
you have to just, if it's there, do it.
Do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you right. Yeah. So is there any roles that you wouldn't do?
I've done some everything.
Really?
I would say.
So you done a stripper role before?
It was a smaller role.
Yes. Really? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh,
but the thing is about
did Brandon
that.
have you doing?
No, it wasn't.
Don't ask what I had to
The
do.
thing about that, I would say, is that being attractive.
Yeah.
A lot of people see you as in sex scenes or doing roles like stripper and all that stuff, which, and he knows. So it's like, you don't want to do that all the time, especially if you want range and stuff. So some things I did have to turn down because they want you to do this, they want you to do that, and sometimes you got to watch out for the ones that's a predator behind the lens.
Constantly doing it.
Really?
You got to watch out for those because some of them just want to see you naked.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, being sexualized as a male and female attractive in a lot of roles, you'll get stuck in that realm.
Wow.
If you think about it, if you like, let's take a step further. If you go back into a lot of movies that have attractive women, how many roles do you see them outside of their clothing? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they don't really have too many layers of clothing. Jamie Lee Curtis, True Lies, an old movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger, she was an attractive white woman who got sexualized in that movie. Pole dancing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Let me see. You got Halle Berry, Swordfish. Monsters Ball. So you got layers of movies that if you're an attractive woman or an attractive male, you're gonna be labeled in the sexual realm because a lot of the times they feel like that's gonna draw the attention to the film.
Yep.
But as me being a male, as Stacee knows, after a while that look kind of gets old.
Yeah.
Right.
One or two movies,
it's fine.
you may get me with my, I'm cool with my shirt off. After a while, you're gonna have to start paying me to take my shirt off. You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of where I'm at.
Because that Nina Stacks movie, the one that you didn't know I was in.
Yeah.
Which?
Southside.
Yeah.
You was in it?
Yeah, she was in Southside.
I just did the extra role for her, because I wanted to audition, but like you say, certain roles, I was just like, oh hell no, I'm not doing that. Even though I would have played a badass baby mama, but I was just like, oh no, that's just too much for me.
It's just about comfortability in a way, and I know for me, it was kind of easy, having to take my shirt off in front of camera because when I did She-Hulk, I had to get painted every day. So I was damn near naked half the time anyhow. So it was like, going on to Southside Hero, and the very first scene I have to do is a sex scene.
Right. I was shocked.
That was because one, I hadn't met this chick before. Never had a conversation. We had table reads, but I never interacted with her outside of that. So to have to do the role of kissing, and that wasn't my first kissing role. You know what I'm saying? When 3 came out, I had to talk with my acting coaches. I ain't never kissed another woman outside of who I'm dating. Like,
right.
and especially in front of a camera. So it's one of those things you have to put your own personal feelings down. You know what I'm saying, to make the movie happen.
To be that character.
And it's hard. You know what
But
I'm saying?
Like this required therapy after all this. Certain scenes.
I would say this. Being on the other side of the field, you want that attractive person. You don't want somebody that is, because nobody wants to see that.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, of course, if I see Devon, I can see him in that sex scene because that's what women want to see.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
And a lot of times, from a casting perspective, it's not actually sexualizing a person.
Right.
Because as a director, the most uncomfortable scenes are sex scenes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never comfortable because I never know what the person is thinking, what their intentions are.
Right.
Honestly, in my head, I think that they have intention. And so, where I was trying to make sure paperwork is in place, I make sure that ladies are in the room, like make sure everybody's comfortable. It's not comfortable at all. But when it comes to like visually casting, it's not sexualizing a person. It's like, who is going to sell this? Because one of my favorite genres to create is erotic story, right? So that's my go-to. And I try to do it in a way that's comfortable, that also that's going to sell, but also it got to be, the person got to be attractive. But then what happens is we get all these unattractive people who want to play the roles because nobody will ask them to play those roles, and I'm just like, you won't sell this role. There is no way that I can cast you for this.
So they're not attractive. So they ain't gonna go down.
So it just really just boils down to that. So I just always tell people who are attractive, it's really. And it's always not even about being attractive, because there are a lot of attractive people who are not comfortable with their body and who still are not comfortable doing those roles.
Really?
Yes.
Some people are boring in bed, but they don't know it, and it comes off on camera. I'm like, is that what you do? I'm like, it's a sex thing. Be comfortable. I'm like, it's awkward. I say, okay, that's why you don't get none. I'm just saying,
what you say when they boring?
I mean, if you're boring in bed and you're trying to deliver, I'm saying it comes off on screen.
Yeah.
Like, it comes off as awkward, uncomfortable.
So
because one thing about it, if a man has sex appeal or a woman has sex appeal and they're ready to do a scene with the other person, the chemistry is going to show. It's going to automatically show. But if you're in there being awkward, and then there's guys who be like, oh wow, I don't feel comfortable and change. And I'm like, why did you sign up for this role?
Right.
Because literally they chase, most actors would chase casting directors down and directors
to get the role.
They blow out parts up for the role, and then when you tell them what it is, oh, I don't think I can do that. I don't want to do that. Stab my inbox then.
And then to flip side it to there. There's a lot of creeps that take these roles to play these positions to be able to get close to the person that they've never been able to get to.
So you really have to do some homework when it comes to casting.
Yes, you do.
I literally tell people all the time, when it comes to casting, I don't cast nobody that I haven't done a full background check on.
Right.
If you've ever been on my set, I've called somebody about you.
Brandon told me everybody. The first day. So
I'll play that. Because the thing is, you have to know who you're working with. Because the thing is at the end of the day, one, this is not my project. I'm being hired to be the director or the casting director. They're going to call me and ask me, who is this person that you brought in? And then I have to take accountability for it. So my reputation and my name is on the line when I'm bringing in new people. So it has to be people that you trust.
Right.
Like I know, I was like, I can bring Devon around women. He be around women all the time. He's comfortable with women, So he's not gonna be acting all thirsty, And I always just say, if you have to do that, because like you said, there are some people who come because they in real life could never get a woman like Stacee or a woman like you. You get what I'm saying? Like, but on set.
You can. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
because I'm a great actor.
And you get free touches and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's
man.
and honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially being a lead in certain movies, and I'm just like, dang, dude, kind of creeping right now. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So it's a lot of uncomfortability, but at the same time, as long as you're comfortable knowing what's going on, it shouldn't be a hard thing to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But,
okay.
Let me tell you, it's big names out there that I know that are creeps.
Really?
And I hear the stories they come.
We're going to talk about this on camera.
Yeah, we'll talk on camera, but I won't say no names. But I'm just telling you that that's not just a thing on the independent level.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a thing on the big level too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, now, even from the bigger levels, I've done shows where I've worked on Tyler Perry's Haven't Have Nots, If Loving You Is Wrong, Survivor's Remorse. It happens on that scale too. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I was blacklisted for 4 years because of some stuff.
Damn, I never
So
that.
do understand that
it happens.
It happens.
Hold on.
Especially
So when
you're
you
not,
say you blacklisted, you said something you weren't supposed to say?
No, I didn't go with something that was
And
offered.
they did that to you?
I mean, you got to remember, it's the industry. You know what I'm saying? If it's either
Damn, you been holding out on it.
Hey man, I ain't trying to.
I know it. I got you.
I'm trying to keep my name in the industry.
I got you.
ain't
I
trying
got
to mess
you.
it
Yeah,
up,
you gotta
know
make
what
your
I'm
money.
saying?
I got
So
you.
a lot of and said person, I wouldn't even put their name out there right now because they got enough legality
No, we don't do
stuff
no name
going
call.
on anyway.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's like for me, I just want to be able to say create the space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as long as we create the space, then there's never any room for any error. You know what I'm saying? Brandon has made it comfortable for me on sets. Stacee has made it. Now I've done 2 movies with Stacee. You know, and Nina Stacks has made it safe, you know, comfortable and a safe space for me, you know, being on sets.
And that's very important.
And even as a man, people don't think about it. Yeah, we look at women in those roles that they're being sexualized as strippers or, you know, abused women or whatever. Well, you have to give that same comfortability to a guy too. Because you may look at us as predatorial, but there's a lot of predatorial women in the industry as well.
Yes. I think
You know what I'm
we're
saying?
kind of worse than men.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Women
Maybe.
are worse than
My
men.
guy,
He like,
They are.
look, I heard you saying that the whole time. Right.
But again, it's understanding the predatory responses inside of the industry. And it's just noticing, okay, I can't be, because I had a casting mate on one movie. Wanted a scene so bad that I was like, yo, this not even in the script. Like, how do you want this scene? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
right.
What are we
That
trying to do
happens
here?
a lot, though.
And
Really? That does happen
literally
a lot.
pressed the director until she got a scene. And I'm looking at her like, nah, man. You know, so at the end of the day, it's like, I'm willing to, I'll sacrifice myself in a way for the movie. But we're going to talk about it after the scene is over. You know what I'm saying? And the scene never made it to the movie, which thank God. Because
I know that too well.
I didn't want to do
Was this
that.
your movie?
No.
No.
I wouldn't do that to him because I know how he feel about that. So.
I don't mind. You know, again, it depends on who it is. It has to be the perfect role for me. But also at the same time, I have to be comfortable with who I'm working with. Because if I'm not comfortable with the person I'm working with the response you need from that role, you're probably not going to get. Because at the end of the day, it's like comfortability. You know, how the room is, you know, how the mood is set, how the energy is on set, who's behind the camera, who's giving you the direction, who's giving you the depiction. Yeah. Those things are very important when it comes to certain scenes. When we did the cleanup, that honestly was the first role that I was never really felt sexualized in. And I was glad because I was like, shit, I ain't got to take my shirt off. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But again, had they came to me with that, it wouldn't have been a problem because it would have been the understanding of the role. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always able to separate the personal from the business aspect. Yeah. So anytime Brandon's ever come to me with anything, I'm always like, yeah, no problem. What you need? Stacee called me. Yeah, what you need? I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, anytime they give me a spot to come and be in front of the camera, I'm gonna show the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, I as well as they're trying to brand themselves, I'm trying to do the same thing. Yeah. And if they need to utilize this handsome face,
oh my goodness,
then we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Then we gonna do it.
Right.
So yeah, but again, just knowing that, you know, the predatorial response on both spectrums are there.
Okay.
And that's just what it comes down to.
Okay, so Miss Stacee, when it comes to your movies, where do you get your ideas from to write?
Oh, the ideas just come to my head.
Really?
Yes.
So do it be any like experience that you've been through? Do you include that?
She ain't no drug dealer, man.
But sometimes you can be creative and don't go through these things.
I've been through some things that was related to the cleanup, but yes, you got to pull from somewhere. So,
that part. Yes. That's where I'm coming from. You got to pull it from somewhere. So, so the cleanup. Okay, you said you got to pull it from somewhere. Like I've seen dope boys. I've been around dope boys, and that's why I feel like I'm gonna be able to relate to whatever you did. You know, because I've seen it, you know, down to mansions and Rolls Royce and dope in your face. And it's like, do I want to be a part of this lifestyle?
Right.
And, you know, because I know where it take me, but, you know, I've got a lot of my ideas from experience.
Personal experience.
So that's why I'm able to, like now, like I told you before, I got like 3 to 4 movies that I wrote. And my husband right here will tell you I could sit for almost a whole day and just write.
Right.
You know, I never knew I had it in me, but yeah, I write from experience. So yours is majority like have experience and have ideas that pop up in your head, correct?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yep.
So
I try not to go into detail as far as, you know, with that, but it's some
It's
personal
there,
experience. It's there. It's there.
Okay.
So, yes.
Well, I just want to thank you all, and I can't wait to see this movie. I can't wait.
for the world to see it.
That part.
For everybody
I can't
that's
wait
coming
to
out
see
see
it.
it.
Look,
Here he go.
y'all done seen a preview
You
of
gonna
it?
see it seven?
I mean,
yes.
I like to look at myself on TV every now and then.
Man,
Of course you
we-
do.
I've seen. You know how many times I watched the trailer when
many
it came?
times?
Too many. I don't even know. I don't have a number,
What
but
you,
it was
what did,
enough.
hold on, let me guess. What did you say? Damn, I should have did that different. Did you do that?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I kinda figured.
especially in if you haven't seen the trailer, which you know y'all check it out. It'll be dropping again. Posted on my page IFBB Pro _ Simone Superman 14 on Instagram and
This
TikTok.
joker.
But there was a scene in the trailer where I have all this blood on me. I wish I would have, you know, some of the scene. I was like, damn, I could have gave a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But again, it's just I want to see the full project, and
Well, you didn't get him a preview?
I'm not that special.
Can't do that
I'm not
right
that
now.
special.
Oh,
So
okay.
September the 30th.
I'm not that
But
special
I would
yet.
say, of course, you will feel like that when you shot something, and then over time, when time passes, you got better
Right.
at what you've done. So, of course, you would feel like, dang, I wish I could have did that.
Right.
Because
like
truthfully,
this
that was
or
my second
whatever.
movie. That
Yeah.
y'all gave me the second, so they gave me my second movie role,
Right.
and then. But it seems like Nina was the one producing my career most of the time. It was Nina, then Stacee, then Nina, then Stacee again, and then
Right.
Nina, and then now here we are. So
He
it's
loves
like,
working with us black women.
hey, man, look, man, ain't nothing like it. Ain't
Look,
nothing
he
like
gonna,
it.
They
he look
gatekeeping.
everybody that's gonna get
They gatekeeping.
Oh my
Let me
God.
funny
that
that-
joke.
No, but it's funny because Nina gets the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nina hears the same thing. And me and Nina talk all the time. She's like a sister to me. So when she tells me that these dudes are getting upset because I'm getting the role and they're not, it's,
Yeah, that's
it's a
bound to
thing.
happen, though.
But again, look, bro, you know, you can get in the gym with me. I can get you the lead role too. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh my goodness. So tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
I am on Instagram. My personal page is Stacee Nino, and then my productions page is Big Nino Productions.
Big Nino Production.
Yes.
Mr. Brandon, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Brandon_the director. Or you can follow me on my business page at Molding Hearts TV.
Okay. I think you already gave your shout out.
they can
Yeah,
always,
he
but
gonna
they
do
can
it
always
again.
follow.
He
They
wanna
can
do it
always
again.
follow my actor's page, Devon_the actor. Follow that page and just continue to keep the growth going, man. Check us out. We'll have like some BTS and things like that popping up on the page. I do try to stay relevant enough.
Right.
Especially when they hit me and was like, yo, we got a movie premiere. Can you know, I'm gonna do my part.
I got a
Right.
movie, Divine.
Don't worry, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? I need a little bit more VSOP and I'm in it on me. Stop. But
my
yeah,
goodness.
anything they need, man, I'm here. So we ready, man.
All right. Well, you know what? I want to thank you all for coming on B3 Unplugged.
Thank
and you all be ready to check out the movie. The premiere is September the 30th. Go get your tickets now on Eventbrite. Until next time, be blessed.
Boxes of banana.